Hello, everybody. We are gathered here today for the 203rd session of Mindfulness for Beginners in English, conducted by Nissarana Vanaya. Today is Saturday, 11th October 2025. And I'd like to warmly welcome Venerable Rohini, who has taken on today's session on a very last minute notice by Bante because he was not feeling very well. So thank you very much, Venerable Rohini, and welcome to the program. And we'd like to welcome everyone who's with us today via Zoom and who will be watching later on via the website or or in our YouTube site. Our program, as usual, will commence with the in-session practice of mindfulness, which will be followed by a talk on today's topic. The topic is Be Like a Cat. And finally, we will be moving on, if we have any time, to any questions. And of course, we will be presenting all our reports to Venerable Rohini for her feedback as well. To begin today's session, I now invite Venerable Rohini to start the in-session practice of mindfulness.
Thank you, Sonali. So we are here with the short notice, actually, but we will do our best. So whatever the session we are planning today, I am going to go for mindful walk. So then I can have some relaxed time also for 10-15 minutes. So let's go for a mindful walk. So before that, I will explain a little bit of mindful walk regards to the topic as well. So while we are doing mindful walk, usually we observe whatever the feelings we have while we walk. So we get kind of bodily feelings, so we can observe them. So mainly we observe how we feel the surface where we walk. So maybe it's rough, maybe it's cold, maybe it's hot. So whatever the feelings, we observe it. We keep it as an object to observe. But today I'm going to mention that while you walk, just try to be relaxed. Usually we ask just to keep your attention in one object and keep the attention as long as possible. And then you have to put your 100% attention. So that is the words that are usually when we give instructions, we say so. But today I'm going to ask, just open your all the senses and try to be mindful, whatever the prominent. So maybe if you are very familiar with mindful walk, so if you are a good practitioner for practicing for long, then it will automatically come to your practicing point where your main objects are. So it doesn't matter. I'm not going to say that you should not keep like that. I'm saying just be relaxed. Just try to be relaxed and focus on your any sense. So usually as a human, we have 6 senses. So we have eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and the body and the mind. So we have 6 senses. So all the 6 senses are open usually when we walk. Sometimes we choose to go for calm place to walk. If you are walking inside, so maybe it is calm. So likewise, wherever you choose, maybe it is calm, but still your ears are open. You are walking with open eyes, and your tongue is free, but you are not eating, so maybe it is only tasting the saliva. So not to worry, but your body has different feelings. So your body has walking sensations, as well as you can feel the breeze, or you can feel the touch of the floor. So external feelings are there also. So you may react on those. So just not to worry and be just relaxed and keep on your practice with the bare attention. So your attention is right now here, but it is not limited to your body. So you can extend it with the eyes, ears, or sometimes maybe your thoughts will come. So maybe you can recognize them as they are with the feelings related to your thoughts. Whatever right now is happening, just observe it. And we say that sati matraya, the bare attention, just keep it and try to be relaxed. So we will experience the relaxation to ourselves in this 15 minutes or so. So we will have a quite mindful walk and come back and whenever the time pass. Thank you. Okay, everyone. I hope you all had a good mindful walk.
Thank you, Venerable Rohini. So that concludes our mindfulness practice. And we move on to the next item in the agenda, which is the talk on today's topic. The topic is be like a cat. And I know at the gym all the instructors say when you wake up, stretch like a cat, but I'm guessing there's a lot more to it than that. So thank you very much, Venerable Rohini, for taking on today's topic last minute. As Bhante was not feeling very well, and let's hope we can all enjoy and learn something from a cat. Over to you, Venerable Rohini.
Thank you, Sonali. Yes. Hello, everyone. So we'll start our talk on live like a cat. Just before we all did a mindful walk. So while we are doing that, I instruct for you to not to focus on one thing and just keep relaxed mind and keep open to anything and be aware of what is happening around you. So usually what we do, we ask everyone to put the 100% attention to your bodily movements, or especially how you feel in your soul, how you feel the surface. So especially the feelings on your body is prescribed or recommended. So, but today I just wanted to ignore that instructions and just ask you to do relax walking and open your all the senses and open to whatever the happening around you. So why I wanted to do that? So then that is a fresh startup for the topic, because usually while you are walking, we don't have any restriction. What we do, we don't know even what we are walking. So what we do, we either frustrate about or thinking about the past, or daydreaming or planning the future. So usually what we do that. So very simple. We can't focus on what is happening around us right now. So it is so, we think we are walking and we are relaxed. So for example, when we go for evening walk, we think it is so relaxed, and it is relaxing, of course. But when we consider about the six senses, our senses, actually Buddha mentioned our senses as some kind of six kind of wild animals. So they are similar to wild animals. That is what Buddha says. Because they are not any control. They are wild. No control at all. So although we are saying these are my eyes, my ears, my nose, so I am the one who is controlling it. I am the one who decide what to smell and what to think or what to look at. But still, we think so. But when we try to be mindful on open senses, then you will find it is not true. So we are walking and we think I am walking, and we think I can control. So what I want to listen, I can listen. Likewise, even though if you are trying to listen music, you preferred music, still your 100% attention is not there. Time to time, even though you are very popular one, you are famous one, so you like it that much, but time to time your attention goes somewhere, maybe related to the song, maybe related to your past, maybe related to your even maybe it's related to the song, but it's maybe your past, or maybe it is related to song, but you are daydreaming about your future. Maybe it's some kind of relationship is there, but what is happening, we are not in control in this very moment. But instead, so when we are doing mindful walk, if we can concentrate on whatever the feelings your body get while you are walking, so then you are engaged with your body. That means your focus is fixed. So you are continuing giving your full attention to that focal point. So by doing that, one step, if you are mindful enough, so when you are mindful, so one step that may be split second. So a split second you are mindful, that means you are away from sufferings. You are away from sadness, frustration, anger, or any worries. So you are not daydreaming. So that means at that very single second, you are in a happy mood. So when you are in a happy mood, so you no worries, no frustrations, and you feel light. So if you can carry on and the next second in the same way, if you can focus on the bodily movements or bodily feelings or the feeling of the surface, so in the next second also you are free from all those sufferings. So that means 2 seconds you are free from sufferings, no worries, no frustrations, nothing, and you are not judgmental as well. You are not thinking this surface is not good and I should go to somewhere. You are not thinking like that. And you are not thinking, okay, my feet are painful and no, nothing. So you are very focused on the body, only the bodily feeling that gives you because of the walk. So when you do that for the 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, likewise, more and more, your attention is with your body and you are not worrying about anything. And you are not judgmental about the whatever you do. And no frustration, no anger, no worries, no daydream. So that means you feel more lighter because your mind is not heavy. Because you are focused on one thing and nothing about the past, nothing about the future, nothing about someone else, or nothing about somewhere else. So you are right now with you. So when you are right now with you, that means you feel very relaxed. When you relax, you feel light. So when you are having that kind of lightness, you feel calm. You feel freed from all the burdens. For a second maybe, for maybe 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds. If you are a good practitioner, maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes. So when you continue like that more and more, you have some certain period of time that without sufferings, without having any burdens, not worries. So that 5 minutes is like a lightness is there and the freedom is there and no worries. So you sometimes, the experienced practitioners, they say, okay, I feel like I am walking on a moon, or I feel like I am walking in the water. So no, not any bodily sensation, not any touching feeling, but still I am walking and I feel so lighter. So those are the experience you can get when you have no burdens, no worries, no nothing. So when you are on focus right now with you, so that is the feelings. That is, if you sometimes you maybe in future, maybe already you had that experience, then maybe you feel like a leisurely walk like a cat. If you look at a cat while it's walking, so it's so peaceful. No burden there at all. He's just walking. It's not concentrate on anything. If it hear any sound, he stop and listen it. If you notice, he's not walking and listening. He's not doing that. All the cat, if you observe it stop. All of a sudden, if you make any sound, he stop and listen. You can see the ears are directing to the sound, and if it is not something to worry for him, so he just continue the walk. So likewise, the leisurely walking. is we can see from cats. So the cats is giving us for a lot of lessons, a lot of examples to be like a leisurely or enjoying calmness for us. So it is a very good example actually. The cat, Lagu Swamin Wansa always says about the cat. So how he sit, how we eat, how we look at around. So it's a very leisurely. So no rush, nothing. It has no rush at all. So it is a good example. So however, we all want to have a kind of happiness and more balanced lifestyle, and maybe some bit of feeling inspired. So those are the one we are looking forward. Apart from, I mean, the nibbana is we are the focus. Most of us we are focusing on that, but it's before that we enjoy or we like to have kind of happy and freed or beautiful life, enjoyable life. So those wonderful creatures, actually, the cats, they relax, they have a enjoyable movement. So they are move through the life with quiet confidence. So that is the cat philosophy, actually. So the philosophy or the cat, watching cat, they help us to feel a little lighter, more balanced, and truly homely within ourselves. So what we need to learn, so just imagine when the cats walk, so when they're walking, when they're lying, or when they're sitting, whatever the posture, they maintain, they are relaxed. That relaxed posture is there. It doesn't matter what posture. Even they are walking, so calm and very peaceful, and keep the one foot at a time, and very slowly they move. So it is a good example, and then they do one thing at a time. They don't like us, while we are multitask people. So we thought actually that now we are not thinking that much of multitasking, but before we thought about the multitasking, but it is as a challenge, or it is as a good quality or a skill. Especially they recognize women can do multitasking than men. So they admired before, but what is the outcome is most of women are exposed to the anxiety or the stress. So that means we need to have a kind of relaxation and the confidence as well. So the cats are masters of both. They are very relaxed animal, and they are very confident as well. When they concentrate on prey, you can see if you have a pet, or if you are in Sri Lanka, so you will see even in the roadside, when they concentrate on their prey, it's so attentive and very interesting to look at. Even we touch them, they don't care about it. They are full attentive to the prey. So those are the things we can look at cat. Look at the cat as a good example for us to have a relaxed and joyful life. And when I look at this topic, and I just Google what is the quote actually. So it says it is not misguided or something like that, but still I found that cats are napping. They have nap per day, 18 hours per day. So they are very touchy, nappy animal. They like to have a nap. So what we need to do usually, whenever I come to this program or my programs, I always says, okay, have a nap time. So not like a sleepy time, but mindful nap. So like cat, if we can have a 5 minutes nap, 5 minutes looking at the breath, or 5 minutes just concentrate on the bodily feeling, or just look around, or just watch long outside, the vast area of the outside. That's also a nap. It's a very good nap for us to keep the concentration or keep the clarity of the mind. And the other thing is, what I found, cat create comfort zone. They don't lie, or they don't sit everywhere. So they do everywhere. So there's a poem, I remember, cats sleep everywhere, any table, any chair. So they do, but they find the cozy place, a nice place, sunny place. They find. So likewise, we can find, when we are practicing mindfulness, of course, we need to find a good posture, good sitting place, or good walking place to walk. That should be comfortable. So we mention all the time those requirements while we are doing mindful walk or mindful sitting. So the cats are doing the same. So if we want to be mindful, we also need to have some comfortable place or comfortable way to sit or walk. That's also remind us to be like a cat. If we are walking anywhere, so we are not actually mindful. So if we can't find our six senses, or the animals related to six senses, if we can't put one, if one can jump, that means we are not mindful. So like a cat, we need to have a comfy place to walk, a comfortable way to walk, and comfortable place to sit. And where usually we say, if there is less sounds, it is a good place for sitting. And if there is less smell, then it is good place for walking or sitting both. And likewise, the comfortable posture and the comfortable place is very well recognized for a mindful person to practice. So the cat also living in those areas. They are not sitting or walking in a uncomfortable manner. So they find a comfortable place to sit, or to keep its any posture. And as Sonali mentioned, so stretch like a cat. So it is also a good thing, mindful stretching we can do. So actually, whenever cat's awake from its nap, it stretches all the legs and the body and the curl, their tummy, and even we can see the tummy and the backsides are very touchy. That close they are stretched. So it is a good thing, because while we are stretching, we can be mindful also. The cat is very mindful, very focused on that bodily movement, or with the body, or one thing, while it is stretching after the big nap. So we can do the same. We can do early in the mornings. Usually, I say early in the morning, you can sit on the bed, and you can do mindful sitting. So that's a very undisturbed time and place. And whenever you are wake up, that means your mind is very calm and not much of thoughts, and no daydreaming and past frustration, unless you had very bad day the last day. So the mindful stretching with mindfulness, I mean, it's a very good thing. If you can't sit, you can just stretch your body with the mindfulness attached to the body. So that is also something we can find to enjoy our life, or to keep the healthy mind and the healthy body. And the other one is usually cat, they are not having any structural schedule or any program. They are very relaxed. So dogs, in controversial, the dogs, they are having the structural thing. So they have some kind of time to eat and some kind of time to do things, and we need to take the dogs away for a walk for a specific time like that. But the cats are very cheerful and very spontaneous. They don't have rigid schedules. So if we can have like that, okay, when we are in the office, you have to have kind of structural time frame. You have to follow the protocol and you have to follow all those things. But I'm not saying that. But when you are having leisure time, when you come back home, you don't need to have a rush or stressful time to. I need to do the dishes and I need to do this and I need to do that and all sort of things. There are plenty of work you can find around your home. There are plenty of work you can find around your garden. So a lot of work you can find, but still, if you are having kind of relaxed time and whatever you have right now, you feel, so you can do that. So that gives you relaxed time unless if you are accepting it. If you are not accepting, if you want to have a rigid, or I need to finish this before 4 o'clock, so then that means sometimes you have those things, but if you are keeping like that all the time, that means you are always not relaxed. Instead, you are having stressful time. So because you are trying to keep that schedule ongoing schedule. You are thinking that you need to finish it, and you are thinking that the other people should finish those things. If not, then you are stressful, and if not, maybe you are getting anger. So that anger leads maybe a bad way verbal communications, or maybe you are shutting the doors and do the things with the very loud voices. So like that. So if you are stressful, then the life is not calmer or not enjoyable. And if you want to be like a cat, you need to have a very less structured day. Some works you need to have a structured work, but beyond that, you don't need to keep whole day like structured. Sometimes some people think, okay, when you have a structured day, so then all the things I had done, so I am finished and I have some stress, some calm feeling. But when you have some disturbances, if you can't do it with your plan, then you are stressful. So most of the time, maybe you can do that. Sometimes when you are not able to do that, when you can't keep the structural format in time, so you are stressful, and maybe that stress spread among the family members. So likewise, if you can let go and follow the natural instincts like a cat, so usually you can have relaxed time and calmer life. So that's also something we can learn from a cat. And if you notice, cats, when they walk into a room, maybe there are some people in there, but the cat just ignore them. Cat walk like with a quiet confidence. If you look at every time when cat walk into a room or different area, there's no any what do you call no doubts. It walk like it belongs to him. So likewise, if we can believe ourselves, so then we can walk like we are in our own place. For example, if you have a presentation, if you are confident, you can walk into the presentation room and you can lead them. You can lead the presentation. You can be like a cat. So no worries, no nothing about failure or anything. So you maybe not confident, even if you are not 100% confident, you can own the place, you can own the time. And when you feel that, okay, this is my place and this is my time, that right now I have to work. So that feeling gives you the confidence. So likewise, cat has that confidence. Wherever it goes, it has that confidence. Even it go out for a prey, it's calm and quietly keep their pose one after each, and quiet focus on the prey, and it walks like it's on that ground. It owns that prey. So even though even before catching it, cat behave like it is his prey. So that confidence we need also. Even though we are not 100% confident, that when you practice it again and again, thinking that, okay, I can do, that the can be ability, I can do. So that gives you confidence, and that gives you to own the feeling, to own the place, feeling the own the time that has given. And also body language. Maybe you notice cats also have body language. When they want to have food, they have some kind of body language. And when they want to have love, they give some kind of body language. Likewise, the calm and quite interesting and soft reassurance is there. So we can practice like that. When we want to have something, we want to have something from someone, or maybe friend, or maybe a colleague, or maybe from a family member. So we can use the body language rather than our words. As also you can use very soft, the calmness or the reassuring look as a body language. So all those we can take from cats, because cat doesn't say meow or the meow all the time, but it has very good body language. How it go through your legs, to between your legs. So that's also a very noticeable body language we can learn from cat. So that inviting or assuring or reassuring look, so we can learn from cat. So that means when we use body language, sometimes it is very effective than the verbal communication. And the other thing is we can set boundaries gently. So we can prioritize self-care. So even though we are rush, cats they don't rush. They are very quiet. Whatever they do very calm, in a calm manner. Walk, even sitting. They have very different sitting postures, but whatever the posture, they are very relaxed, very calm. Only concentrate on themselves. They are not concentrating on others. They are not concentrating on what going to be next. They are not concentrating on the past, what has happened, though I lost the prey or I missed the prey. They don't bother about it. They just keep the self-care. They prioritize the self-care. So likewise, we can prioritize self-care. Usually we can't say, we always say, I am not able to say no for the other people. When they ask something to do, most people say, so I am not able to do, say no. So sometimes we need to say no. If it is something challenging for my body or health or any emotional well-being, so then we should be able to say no, like keeping the boundaries in a gentle and very prioritizing for self-care. And then the other thing is meaningful friendships. The cats, they live alone. Sometimes when they have mother and son or mother and daughter, the two cats, they play together, but still they keep the meaningful friendship maybe. But whenever they want to have their own time, they do their own time. They are very separate and they have their own. And when they want to have play, they play. Even with a very tiny, how do you call, like a box, is very good enough for a cat to play. He's enjoying it very much. There's nothing valuable for the cat, but it is valuable for everything. It's valuable for, it's like a treasure box for cats. Anything. When he want to play, cats are like that. So we need to find a way to enjoy whenever we want. It's just enjoying is not meaning that you need to buy expensive things, or you need to do some like picnic all the time, or go for a trip all the time and have a party. Not like that, but whenever you feel like you need to have your own time, you have to have that kind of freedom. So like cat. And the other thing is cat notice little things. They are very inspective. Sometimes you maybe see that the cats are looking out. We don't know what it is looking at, but no rush. It's look at that same thing for a long time, maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe 1 hour. It's just looking at. So very calm. For us, it's just very nice thing to watch the cat. When it's looking at something, we don't know what it is, but it's looking at it with the 100% attention, without no rush. So it's same with the sound of birds. For us, we can keep sound of birds as a good thing to focus on, without having any main ideas or any purpose. We can just listen to a bird sound like cat. So cats are no rush, so we can do that kind of, for example, now it is raining here. So I feel like it is after a very sunny day, it's like a refreshment. So very fresh rain. So if you can listen to that rainy sound, it's a very refreshing. So like cat. So cat is, sometimes there's nothing we can observe what he is doing, but he is just sitting there with very relaxed. Maybe something it's listening, or maybe it's something focusing on something to see whatever it sees. So likewise, we can find things to enjoy. Like I said before, it's a very little things. Not expensive. You don't need to buy. You don't need to have any equipments for that. Just to listen to the sound of wind, or sound of birds, or the freshness of the rain, or colors of the sunset. So there are plenty of things we can enjoy with the mindfulness. By being enjoying the here and now, paying attention or having bare attention, maybe you notice already, and with my experience, the worries fade away. If you have in a good time, like a cat, or just sitting, not doing anything special, and not having anything to listen, just being there, bare attention, keeping the bare attention, and enjoying here and now, give you a very good present moment and a very light heart. That gives you a very light feeling, and that gives you very relaxed and calm time. So for that, to be a bare attention, or to focus on bare attention, or just be here and now, you need to let go of past worries and the future or daydream or future anxieties. So most of the time anxieties comes with the past experience as well as future plans. So if you are having doubt about health, or if you are having doubt about the money, so then you have doubts. The anxiety develops with the doubt. With that anxiety, you get a very unhealthy body and mind. So If you are going to be like a cat, then you have to have a very relaxed mind as well as very relaxed body. For that, the bare attention is the best. If you can sit anywhere, and if you can keep your bare attention, the bare attention, I will say again, the bare attention means you keep your attention whatever happening right now, here and now only. I am here and now. So that is the very like a measuring tool for our mindfulness. Just pay attention here and now with me, only me. So whenever whatever happen with around you, you keep your attention. Maybe time to time your attention goes away. It's roaming around with thoughts and other things. But not to worry. But still, if you can keep the bare attention while you are having leisure time, while you are walking on a street, while you are having nap time. Nap time means the mindful nap time, 5 minutes break. So you can keep the bare attention. So with that, you can have a very good, leisurely, calm life. And the other thing is the kind words and kind words and thoughtful notes and some gifts with the neighbors and even for the family members or the colleagues. So that's also give you not like cat. I mean, just keep your calmness and the healthy mind for the joy. You can keep all those things also. It is not it is not for learning from the cat, but I'm just saying you can carry like that to keep your mind healthy. So just reminding again, so you can have cat naps, the mindful 5 minutes, 10 minutes breaks, and cozy corners and relaxed time and having bare attention whenever you can, and just find the way to be bare, keep the bare attention and respect your boundaries. And whenever you have to say no, not to worry about saying that, and keep your curiosity with outside area, with the environment. Find something new with your attentive knowledge or attentive attention. So those are the things I can give or I can mention. We can learn from cats. So whenever, wherever you can see a cat, you can observe it. So wherever it goes, wherever it sits, wherever it lie down, it maintains the posture with the very proud and confident way, and that gives it calm and very quiet, relaxing time. So we can observe the cat, and we can introduce those qualities into our life with the mindfulness. Without mindfulness, we can't do actually. So bare attention is something, mindfulness, the sati matre. So that is the first, the beginning. But while you are sitting and while you are walking, doing mindfulness practice, not to worry. But other times you can be a cat. You can enjoy your life. You can have a very calm and quiet lifestyle with the inspiring cat's movements. Thank you for listening. Over to you, Sonali.
Thank you, Venerable Rohini. So it turns out there's a lot more we can learn from a cat, and I think going forward I will look at and observe cats in a different light now. So that concludes the talk on today's topic. The next item on the agenda is presenting our reports we have received to Venerable Rohini for her feedback. For this section, I now invite Panchani to present the reports.
Thank you, everybody. Can you hear me, Sonali?
Yes, we can.
I hope that we can all learn from Venerable Rohini's talk and be like cats, attentive but with a relaxed mind and body, guided by our cat awareness. Thank you, Venerable Rohini. That was so valuable. So I will move on to reading the reports. We have received 2 reports today, but before that, I will share with you the guidance given by Nissarana Vanaya. They have prepared 2 YouTube videos to guide you with your practice, mindful sitting and mindful walking. As you can see, Sonali has shared the screen. So you can allocate a small time, start practice your mindful sitting and walking. You can continue until you complete 2 hours of each practice in total. You can describe what you felt whilst walking and sitting and what you recognized as your walking and sitting posture through mindfulness. You can describe when you're walking, prominent sensations that you felt, such as the texture of the ground, pressure points on the soles, or how the body weight shifted from one leg to another. With the sitting practice, you can describe prominent sensations, such as incoming and outgoing breath at the nostrils, raising of your abdomen, etc. You can write down your practice as a reflection report, as a question or statement. You can write it under headings of mindful sitting, mindful walking, or mindfulness during your daily activities. You can email your report to beginners@nissarana@gmail.com or send as a Google form. You can continue your mindfulness practice according to the advice given by Bhante or Venerable Rohini. And the recordings of the sessions are also available at the link given. With that said, I will move on to today's reports. So we have received 2 reports. First one is by an adult. Mindful walking. Primary object, sensations on soles. Time, 7:45 a.m. Duration, 45 minutes. Started to walk few times, freely, preparing to do meditation, then stood at the edge of the path and observed posture as a pillar. When moving forward, felt roughness, hardness of the gravel floor, further felt the wetness and coldness of the floor. When walking, it evoked a small sound from beneath the feet. Heels bore the majority of the weight of the body. Felt clothes touching the body. Some places of the floor was even and low, whilst other places were high and uneven. Trotted upon big stones as well as sand. Felt a pain when stepping on big stones, but gradually the pain ceased. When one foot was fixed on the ground thoroughly, the other feet was in air. When turning at the edge of the path, turned to right side. The right foot moved a small distance, and the left foot had to move further than that. Actually, Uttam Swamin Vahansa was keen on observing well as a sick dog with thousands of wounds and blood came to the place where I was walking. And I forced myself to do well, fearing that I will be a dog like that. Oh my gosh. Mindful sitting. Primary object, belly motions. Time 8:40 a.m., duration 45 minutes. I encountered a severe headache as I was reading a fantastic book on science. This prevailed for days and weeks. It was easy to do the walking meditation, but couldn't do sitting. I prepared for sitting, sat tired to observe belly movements. Could observe 3 movements. Mind wandering occurred, but stayed in easy pose till the alarm rang. Not much success, but was in the process. Glad. Theruvan Saranai, Uttam Swamin Vahansa. End of the report.
According to the report, what I noticed, good observation on walking. actually. And whatever we observe compared to our body feeling. So it's obvious in this report also when it's explained about the roughness, the coldness, and the smoothness and the wavy surface. All those are we compare with the bodily feelings. So whenever we feel rough, that means our soul is softer than the surface. Whenever we feel the coldness, that means our body is warmer than the surface where we walk. So likewise, we always keep the pivotal point. Our body is the pivotal point. So body we take as a like a something to compare with. So accordingly we say things, accordingly we judge things. So whenever we have the pain, so if it is bearable, that means we have a pain we experienced before painful than that now. So that is why we can bear it. So likewise, we always compare our bodily feelings and emotions with right now whatever happened. Then there's a judgment. So what we need to do without judgment, we need to try without judgment to do the mindfulness. So how maybe now you all have, how can we do that? So while we are walking, that is why we are practicing. Okay, first we give full attention to all the feelings, and first we give to watch all the qualities you can watch, like roughness, coldness, the smoothness, whatever it is. So we observe it. By observing it, we develop our mindfulness. By using that developed mindfulness, we have to find some way, or it is naturally developing that confidence or developing that clear comprehension to see with the wisdom. So before we see or before we recognize things, having the body as a pivotal point, or having the body as a something to compare with. So first we do that, and we explain things accordingly. It's rough, it's soft, and it is with the pain or with the blood or whatever we explain, it is explained compared to the body. But what we need to do, when we do more and more practice, then we recognize those qualities are okay. It is qualities. Whenever it is soft, that means my body is rougher or very not similar to the surface. So likewise, there's a comparison. What we need to do, we need to practice again and again until we get no comparison. Only the elements are feeling. So even the body has earth, fire, water, and air. So those elements are there in our body as well as in the outside, anything outside. Even the floor has those 4 elements. So what we describe as a mindfulness is those elements, qualities of those elements. When it is there, when we say it is rough, that means the quality of a earth element. When we say it is cold, that is one of the quality of earth, fire element. So likewise, so we explain things compared to our body. Those are in detail. What we notice is in detail what we notice. But while we are practicing more and more, we have kind of developed wisdom to see them as only the elements. When we have that kind of wisdom or develop wisdom, then you don't get any judgmental feelings. Whether it is rough or whether it is cold, just as element. Rough, or it is earth as earth. Cold, get fire as fire. So likewise, Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu. So we got qualities of element. We use it in the beginning actually. It is good. So once we start to describe our mindfulness through the qualities of the elements, that's also good. We say, okay, excellent. It's an excellent report. What we need to do, we need to practice more and more until we get no judgment. So no judgment means we have a wisdom to realize that the elements are there as well as elements are here in my body. So those are there. Whenever it is, when we compare, there are some differences we can see. So that is only what I want to say. Good report. Just continue. Have a good confidence. With the confidence, you can go forward actually. Without confidence, we stuck somewhere. Usually we stuck without the confidence. So you need to have confidence. That is why we you submit the report, and that is why we are giving the how do you call guidance. So just follow the guidance and continues to do the practice every day as much as possible. Then you will realize, you will gain the wisdom to see everything as elements. So when when the elements are there, when we see, when we think, when we see, when we understand, the elements is the things. So we don't have any judgmental thoughts and we don't need to worry about anything. Whether even the pain is maybe something close to air element, or maybe the earth element is making us pain. So it's only elements. Thank you, whoever sent us that report. It's a good report.
Thank you, Venerable Manio. I will move on to the second report, which is also from an adult. Walking meditation. Walked on tile floor 25 steps in one direction, noting placing of right and left feet, hardness of floor 8 in one hip at one time. At ankle another time observed. Each disappeared. Thoughts were distracting. Mind coming back to feet on and off. Sounds heard, not distracting. When standing to turn, noted the intention to place the right first at times, the left at other times. After 45 minutes, the pace slowed down and the mind noting lifting, moving, lowering of foot, placing of heel, midfoot and toes, pressing and lifting of next foot. This continued for 15 minutes. Very minimal distractions. When thoughts came, noted where the foot was at the time of arising a few times. Sitting meditation. Shortly after the walking, sat for a sitting session. Mind initially unsure of what to observe, settled on the breath. Noted chest expanding and contracting, and then breath felt at nostril. Thoughts, images observed. Some distracting. Was able to observe when mind returned to breath. Breath disappeared and returned after a short period. Sounds not distracting. Mind went from breath to expansion of chest from time to time. Sat for 50 minutes till the session ended. Mindfulness in the day. Has been a busy period with ordinary worldly life events, with marked change in the usual routine. This period has been a happy one. Mind aware of the transient nature of good times too. Helping and being with family and friends without feeling tired attributed to staying mindful. Noted the restlessness in the mind with a changed routine. It was a relief to do a formal walking and sitting session after a while. Missing regular Dhamma discussions with Kalyana Mitta, who is away on holiday. Mind noting the clinging nature to even this, and preference to staying closer to the Dhamma than to worldly activities despite them being pleasurable. With much gratitude to Bhante and organizers. End of the report manual.
Okay. In the walking meditation or the mindful walk, there's one sentence saying that the pace slow down. the walking pace is slow down or something. And then it explained walking continue with the racing, moving and lowering down. So the breaking the whole procedure into 3 or 4 stages. So in there, I just wanted to say if you can carry on like before without breaking your walking into rising, moving and or lifting up or moving and then the pacing again to the floor like 3 steps or 4 steps or 5 steps. Without doing that, if you can continue with just walk and continue with the sensation where you touch, continue with the bodily sensation, I think it is good. Maybe that person may having a question why. So what I need to say, when we are having purposeful things, when we do purposeful things, when we do things with the purpose, so it is not mindful. So we are doing something purposefully. So for example, I'm writing, so I'm writing. I know I am writing which letter. So that is mindful, but I am going to write because I can keep the mindfulness intact. If I write the letter A, so I am writing on letter A, so that is something different. So while you are writing, you are observing the writing letters. That is one thing. And you are thinking, okay, if I write letter A only, then I can focus on A and focus on the letter. So you are purposefully doing writing only one letter or something, one thing. So that is another kind of mindfulness. I'm not saying it is bad, but after doing that much of work, if you can, when the pace is slow down, if you can continue with as a same person or as same practice, I think it's better. I'm not sure whether that the writer understood what I am saying. If there's a question, please ask again. And the sitting, it says sometimes this breath disappeared and then it come back. So this is so parallel. The walking phase, when the walking phase is slow down, when you shift your method to something else, and sitting, mindful sitting, so your breath is disappear and then come again. So that is same thing happening while you are walking and sitting. So what I want to say, just continue the same thing. Don't introduce new things into the practice in the middle of your practice. So please, if you have any question about my feedback, please ask your question. Even
Thank you.
Sonali, you can ask on behalf of the person if you want.
Thank you, Venerable Manual. If anyone does have any questions based on the feedback.
Panchani is asking question. Still, I thought Sonali is asking question. Sorry, Panchani.
Oh, that's okay, Manual. It's fine. She's only my sister.
Really? Okay.
Yes. If anybody has any questions based on the feedback that Manu has given regarding the reports or any other questions that you may have, this is the time to raise your Zoom hand and ask any questions that you may have.
Shini.
There's a raised hand.
Oh, Ashini, you can unmute and ask your question.
Sir, the first report was sent by me.
I can't hear, dear. Can you raise your voice, please?
The first report was sent by myself. I sent the first report, Menhans.
Okay. Thank you.
And Meninvans, I wanted to ask a question. What you asked
Can
me
you,
to do.
I am very unable to listen to you. I mean, it's not clear. Can you
Sorry.
hear clearly, Sonali?
Yeah, we can't hear as well. It's a bit faint. If you could speak up or
Close to
Meninvans,
the,
can you hear me now?
better,
Meninvans?
better.
Meninvans now?
Yeah.
Mehinvans, I wanted to ask Mehinvans whether what is the thing that I have to add to my practice. The what you told me is not clear on me. That time I was dozing off because after the practice I felt a bit sleepy, so I couldn't get what you pointed out. Could you please give it in few words so that I can catch it?
Okay. Yes, if I understood clearly what you asked, so you can't understand what I said. So what you want to know, what you need to add to your practice. Is that clear? Is
Yes,
that so?
ma'am.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So yeah, the thing is nothing to add. You only thing you can do practice more and more. You need to practice regularly in the same time in each day. So, for example, if you practice today at 8 o'clock, so you need to continue every day at 8 o'clock. Likewise, so then it goes as like a habit. When you have that kind of habit, the wisdom emerge within your mind is it's like a regulating. It has a pattern. Not like when you do today at 8 o'clock, you do some 40 minutes and then tomorrow you are doing at night around 7 o'clock. Likewise, it is not, Loku Swamin Wahanse says, and Nitipata Adara Gauravi. So you need to have as a daily routine with the same time and with the right effort. So that is only you can do. So when you do that, you will realize that everything is nothing to judge, or everything is quite normal for everyone. I am not a specific. Everyone is. I mean, everybody is same. The mind also, everyone's mind is same. But what you get as your mind is the thoughts you take as mind. So the thoughts are also same, but for example, when you and me and Sonali see something, a flower maybe, there's a flower, so we all see it. So you take it as a color wise. Maybe Ashiri take as a color wise, maybe Sonali take as a shape, how the petals are. So maybe I take it as a whole thing, how it gives a beautiful pattern or something with the bush, with the green background. Maybe I see the green background more than you. So likewise, whatever we see, whatever we hear, whatever we do, everything is dependent on my thoughts and my opinions and my ideas. Those are judgmental. So when you practice again and again, those judgmental feelings are fade away. Judgmental thoughts fade away. Then we, or you, or me, or Sonali maybe feel equal. We all are equal. Then it is easy for us to, how to call, manage our some bad thoughts as well as good thoughts. Sometimes when we have good thoughts, we are overwhelmed. Sometimes when we have bad thoughts, we are depressed or stressed. So those are coming to a middle point when you do practice again and again in the same manner. Did you understand, Ashini?
Yes, Mehinvans, I understand that. Thank you, Mehinvans. But there's another small question I wanted to ask you. So, Mehinvans, I have a problem with the thoughts because thoughts are always streaming into mind when I'm doing the practice. So, I wanted to ask Obhanse whether is it all right to say thoughts like that in 2 times or 3 times in mind when the thought process is going on, and then I just wanted to, by doing that, I wanted to break the process by thinking thoughts 2 or 3 times. Is it okay with the practice?
Of course, yes. You can say thoughts. If there's a bad feelings, I mean painful feelings, then painful feeling. How do you call? No, we can label. So it's okay to label. If you can't avoid it, or if you can't ignore it, then label it. Good. It's good, Ashini. Label it.
Thank you very much, Mehin Hansa. The merits for you, much merits for you, Mehin Hansa. Theran Sarnai, Mehin Hansa.
Thero Saranai.
Sonali, do we have time for any more questions, or do you want to?
Unfortunately, we've run out of time now. I will take it over now. Thank you very much for hosting the questions, and thank you, Venerable Rohini, for taking on this quite last minute and giving us such a beautiful talk on it. A lot to think about and a lot to take home with. So on behalf of the organizers, I now would like to thank our usual guide, Venerable Homagama Dhamma Kusala Thero as well. And also, we can't forget the Chief Abbot of Nissarana Vanaya, Venerable Udayiriyagama Dhammajiva Mahathero, whose idea was to initiate this program. May you all have improve your own practice with this merit. Our thanks to everyone who participated today via Zoom and anyone who will be watching later on YouTube. Now we're live streaming to YouTube if anyone wants to know as well. And our link is uploaded in the website to watch later as well. And thank you to the organizers who are working really hard behind the scene to get you this program every week. And as usual, we will meet next week, 1 p.m. Sri Lankan time. As we now know, the time in Australia has changed slightly. We will adjust our poster accordingly. And our time in England will change in 2 weeks as well. So we will adjust all of those timelines for you. But we will stick to the Sri Lankan time, 1 p.m. for next every week's session. May you all have a happy and mindful week ahead. I will now end the session for everyone.